Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Ethereum in this video here. Now, some of you guys may or may not like this type of video because I know Ethereum is a higher market cap than you guys normally like to talk about. But I got some DMs on what's like my thoughts on Ethereum and things like that. I do have plans on buying Ethereum, a lot of Ethereum this cycle, and I'm gonna tell you guys why in this video. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30k subscribers. If you guys would like to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you guys think down below and why you guys are down here. You guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask, how does that Patreon group works? As you guys know, we have been doing a lot of things. Recently we did get a market outlook from Asai here that I posted here that you guys can also go check out just to see what Asai is thinking. Also, you guys already know we've been killing it in this market here, especially with the agents here as a full overall group. And after you guys look through all that, you guys can pick up the Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics ebook. This will help you guys pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. Once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative investing, all of that is very important to picking out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. And after you guys do your DD and you guys want access to the HQ, the terminal, you want to test out the group, get your feet wet, see how all of that works, use code ACAI2026. This will save you guys 40% off your first month to test out the group, and it will also give you guys access to the HQ as well. Lastly, if you guys are looking for a cold storage wallet, I use Tangent. If you guys would like to use the same, use code Everything Altcoin and save yourself 10%. And let's get right into the video, guys. So as I said, I understand a lot of you guys probably won't like this type of video, but we're actually in a moment in time where I believe that Ethereum might just be way too undervalued for what's actually happening and how much the new financial system is actually changing and coming on chain. And a lot of it is happening on Ethereum. Right now, I do want Ethereum below 1500. If we're able to get below 1500, this is a easy, even here, I believe it's way too undervalued for what's happening. But 1500, even 1000, if we could get it to 1000 again, this is a steal at these prices here for what's going on for the future of Ethereum. Now, you guys should already know about this website. Anytime I talk about RWAs, tokenization, I do reference this website. This website is very important once you want to look into how RWAs are doing and how they're looking on chain. It is called RWA at .xyz. Simple. You can't miss it. You can't forget that, right? But you guys can see all the distributed asset value that's on chain right now in the past 30 years. It's up 7% in the past 30 days. That's 25.9 billion. You can see the represented value here, just under 400 billion, right? How many asset holders you got here, the stablecoin value. But let's go down, let's scroll down, right? This is what I wanted to talk about. When you guys go look into the RWA league table here, this is distributed, right? This is basically RWA tokens using the blockchain as a distribution layer, enabling on-chain investors to subscribe, hold, and manage assets directly through their own wallets. You see Ethereum is here at the top, pretty much just below a 60% market share of the entire RWA markets. Right now, if you're bullish on RWAs, there's a few altcoins you should be targeting here. Of course, you got your layers here that you already know is going to be all about the tokenization. Ethereum, BNB, Solana. I think Solana and Ethereum are going to be two chains that will be fighting for big market share. But right now, you already have Ethereum at the top here. Avalanche is doing some good things here. You go look at represented value here. Canton is also here. Now, we talked about Canton. I haven't talked about Canton in a while, but not in a while, but I don't think I've mentioned it in a actual video. So we will talk about Canton at some point in time. You guys can see represented value, the market share, damn near 95% here, right? But now when you go on to combining both represented and distributed value, Canton is number one. This should let you know this is a play for RWAs. If you're interested in RWAs, you should be looking at Canton. And Ethereum is number two here, right? This is pretty much your closest here, right? So when you're looking at Ethereum and you seeing things like BlackRock saying they're starting to acquire Ethereum for upcoming staking ETF, with the fund planning to stake up to 95% of its ETH holdings under normal market conditions, meaning they're preparing to buy now and stake when market is better during the normal market conditions. I think they pretty much mean more so during the bullish markets. Back in January, you see JP Morgan, the world's largest bank, go on to Ethereum. Now, CryptoRS put out this tweet back a few weeks ago. The old system is moving on chain, ready or not, right? Tokenized US treasuries are approaching 11 billion as inflows continue on to 2026. That's not crypto native experiment. That is the most conservative institutional asset class in the world, steadily migrating onto blockchain rails. Treasuries are the backbone of global collateral markets. They are what institutions use for liquidity, for balance sheet management. When that infrastructure starts to live on chain, programmable 24/7, instantly transferable, it is a structural evolution. For years, the critique was, where's the real world use case? This is it. This is pretty much the real world use case for Ethereum. Everything's going on the chain, on the blockchain. And as you guys can see, he does also reference RWA XYZ. So I keep telling you guys, use RWA.xyz. Now, it definitely has not been fun holding Ethereum during this whole time, because you're getting a lot of different things. Ethereum was like one of those coins that had so much potential for 2020, the 2025 bull run. You know, this just past bull run, people were expecting 10k, but we get like 5k or something. So like we didn't really reach the prices that people expected. Now you're seeing ETHZilla abandon its ETH treasury and rebrands its form as the stock collapses 96%. But this is good. I don't think we needed more of these treasury companies, but they're going to come up again. There's only two real DATs we should really be paying attention to, and that's from Tom Lee for Ethereum, and then, you know, of course you have Micro Saylor for Bitcoin. Now, during this whole time, people have forgotten that a lot of upgrades have come for Ethereum. Ethereum isn't as expensive as it used to be. You guys probably remember back 2 cycles ago when you guys, they give you guys your gas report. You get to see how much money you actually spent on transaction fees and all of that. Oh my God. During those times, people really noticed how messed up Ethereum was during that time, right? But now a lot of these upgrades have come out where Ethereum is very cheap to actually start to transact on. It's not as bad as it was before, but now they have new roadmap here, right? Ethereum just released its new straw map roadmap. This is big. The plan outlines 5 core goals to upgrade scalability, security, and privacy, targeting fast layer 1 finality and gigagas L1 capable of 10,000 TPS via ZK EVM. Aiming to build the TeraGas L2 using data availability sampling for massive scale. Also now includes post-quantum cryptography to future-proof the network, and native layer 1 privacy for shielded ETH transfers. So they're targeting Ethereum, they're targeting privacy, which everyone is pretty bullish on. They're getting ready to bring a lot of things on chain because they're building for, you know, massive scale. And not only that, they're actually future proofing their chain for quantum computing. So that's some big upgrades coming up. This is going to last for a little bit, but this is showing you that Ethereum is going to be looking for the long haul, right? If you're a long-term investor, if you believe in crypto and you want to stay here for the long term, and you're just not flipping you know, low caps and low caps and low caps, you actually have a goal to flip these low caps into like Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's the goal for a lot of people anyways, right? Is to flip these low caps, start to stack, you know, sats or ETH, right? That is your goal here. So if you're going to be doing that here, you can see that Ethereum is planning for the long haul, and you're seeing a lot of things just coming on chain. Ethereum is also starting to build for AI. So this is something that people are getting ready for as well, right? AI going to live on chain. Now, what chain that will be, we don't know. We will figure it out very soon here, right? So they also introduced 8004, ERC 8004, which is the standard for, you know, I call it the yellow book for AI agents, right? To find these AI agents, to make them discoverable, verify what their results have been, things like that. So that's the format, that's the standard that's on Ethereum. Now, if you don't know, Vitalik also said there's no real need for L2s anymore. He's basically trying to call everything back home to Ethereum. He doesn't need, he's saying basically we don't need no copy and pasta ETH, things like that. We need more scalable Ethereum, and that's what their plans are right now. So as you can see here, we are at the bottom of this article. I didn't want to go through all of it, but the era of we do everything L2 is ending, right? What replaces it looks like Polygon payments focused or Sonic vertical integration chains that identify their category, build revenue around it, and earn the right to reward holders. It's a step in the right direction. This is pretty much how L2s are going to have to pretty much build now, but it's looking like Ethereum is going to be the dominant player again within the, you know, the space. You guys should go ahead and read through all of this as well. We'll see how this is going to play out and in the favor of Ethereum essentially. And even Richard Hart puts out this tweet: the L2 experiment has run long enough. Look at the chart. Bitcoin has been making all-time highs while Ethereum has not. Making risky L2 centralized sequencers rich has canceled out all of the good burning EIP 1559 did. It's time for some of that value to come home. So everybody is focused on what Ethereum is going to be doing. They want Ethereum to stop. They want the L2s to stop and more of the building to happen on Ethereum, solely focused on Ethereum. Now, I did ask Asai, what do you think about Ethereum and it long term? Pretty much, right? It is down 61% from its all-time highs. Pretty much its all-time highs was below 5K. Now, when you guys go look into it, what's really actually happening here, Ethereum 2026 roadmap is quietly impressive. ERC 8004, which we talked about, AI agent reputation infrastructure, is being built directly into Ethereum. This positions Ethereum as the settlement layer for agentic economy. Autonomous AI agents transacting on-chain need ETH for fees and staking. New VM proposal. The Ethereum Foundation is proposing a 3-phase replacement of EVM with RISC-V architecture, right? And then when we go down, meanwhile, institutional adoption continues. Morgan Stanley, Citi, Barclays, all filing for custody. BlackRock's build interactions with Ethereum DeFi, RWA tokenization growing on Ethereum, securitized and tokenized security. So we did ask it for its thought long term, right? So 1 to 7 days. It's bearish, of course. Midterm is kind of neutral on that with the L2 upgrade catalyst in Q2. AI agent narrative tailwinds, but macro risk, right? Still needs to reclaim 2,200 for bullish structure. Now, long term, it gets a little bit more bullish, about 75% here. ETH is still the dominant smart contract platform with the deepest DeFi ecosystem. AI agents equals the new use case for Ethereum. Institutional infrastructure building and at the current prices, you're buying pretty much 60% below the cycle highs. And then now the bottom line, if you're asking about long-term 6 to 12 months, I like ETH here. The narrative hasn't died, it's evolved. AI agents, RWA tokenizations, institutional custody. Ethereum has positioned itself for the next wave. We're in a crypto winter, but the building hasn't stopped. Long-term accumulation, accumulate on weakness. This is a blue chip territory. If BTC holds 55 to 60K support, Ethereum has massive upside. Now, I want to know what you guys think on that. I know this isn't your type of video, but I should say, not financial advice. Your goal should be always to flip these lower cap altcoins into actual something like Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's always been the goal in crypto, is to always flip your low caps into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that same thing should always follow now, especially now that Ethereum is lagging so far behind Bitcoin in terms of what we thought was going to happen, that we're looking at this at a very, very discounted price. Now, if you believe crypto for long term, you should believe that Ethereum would be here and all the upgrades that they're doing. You can see Ethereum below 2K as a steal, below 1,500 as a major steal. If we even get close to 1,000, I'm taking it, right? So this is just a video. I want to know what you guys think, man. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 30K subscribers, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.